That was a scary first drive. That ball joint is gone, boy. And because I hoard so much, I have a semi-new Duralast ball joint. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a CRX that is on his way over here right now with a front end collision, and I am doing a radiator replacement, and he also is going to buy my white hood and my white bumper that came off of my CRX when I put the J front back on. So I got the car back on the ground with some temporary wheels, and I am going to be moving it out when the car gets here. But first, I may possibly going to knock out the knuckle, change the ball joint on it, because I took it for the first drive and it was very bad. It was going left really hard. I felt like the wheel was going to fall off, and it turns out that the ball joint on this one is super bad, where the knuckle is playing you know, a lot of movement between the lower control arm. So I got to square this up right now. He's going to be here in about 30 or so, and then we'll get started on that car. All right, guys, so the car that I was supposed to be working on was supposed to show up here 3 hours ago, but there was some heavy traffic where he was coming from. But nonetheless, the car is here. It's that white CRX right there, and they just left, so that means I got to get down to work. Right here we have the new support. It's a hatch support, but it's, I think they're the same. I'm almost certain they are the same. SH3 is right there, and what I gotta pretty much do is drill all the spot welds off of this guy, trash the two rails that we're not going to need, and then I just went to Harbor Freight earlier right before they showed up. Got some new rotary spot weld cutter. This is the tool that I use for spot welds, and when you guys are using this, be sure to drill out pilot hole 3/8, so that way this does not walk when you're trying to drill it out. Got two of that because this is a flip tip, and pretty much two for the price of one. These are $5. Spent 10 for that. Got some cutoff disc, and oh yeah, I got some hood pins too, because this right here has a giant hole already. And I was driving this car earlier after fixing that ball joint. The hood popped open, and the I don't know, I can't really show you guys, but underneath the latch there's two 10mm bolts, and one of them is stripped, and then there was a bolt that went straight through here to the other side with the bolt, and it was pretty hideous, and that latch is off alignment to get this to latch properly. So probably gonna dish that all together, put these hood pins on, and I'm also gonna paint this black so that way it's not too noticeable, and run hood pins on this car. So I'm gonna play a little bit of musical chair right now with these cars, and I'm gonna put everything on a lapse for you guys, because I got to get down to work.
way back to you, until you make amends with the demons you've been through. I can't regret leaving you alone until you find your way.
Alright guys, so we are finally done with the CRX, and it took a lot longer than it was supposed to. So the car came in on Friday, and I had a couple people here, and we were just kind of hanging out chilling. So I started on the car a little bit late, but the first day we got the radius support donor piece drilled out. We got the front end removed off the car, and then we got the original wrecked radius support removed, and we mocked the new one in place. Saturday was a lot of tweaking because the frame was still kind of bent a little bit, so it kind of threw a lot of the alignment off as far as the headlight, hood and bumper and everything else goes. And then there was no headlight to obviously mock up, so I had to snag my ZC headlights that I've been hoarding for a long time, and kind of got it as straight as I could. Now this is the frame that's kind of tweaked in, so you can see how the headlights kind of point in, and the gap is not as big as this one is right here, which this side was perfectly straight. And the wagon, the other CRXs have the exact same gap, so I tried my best to kind of tweak this around, open up some holes a little bit more to align everything into place and get it to look like that. So after tweaking the frame on Saturday all day into the night, I closed up because I couldn't use the power tools anymore. And then Sunday, today, I was getting ready to weld it in, but it kind of bothered me a little bit more that it wasn't as straight as I wanted it to be. So I took the car, tied it to the tree. The GoPro wasn't recording. I don't know why it didn't record, but I tied it to the tree. I used a ratchet strap, kind of pulled the frame a little bit, did a little hammering, and got it to look like that. And then I proceeded to start welding, and then I ran out of welding wire, had to run to the store, come back, started welding, and then I had a bunch of friends come over. I appreciate you guys' company, and we kind of hung out again, drank a giant ass Slurpee, thank you Joe, and again we fell into the night, finished welded everything up, and then realigned it everything as far as the front end go one last time, and this is the final fitment. So I sent some pictures to my friend. He loves it. Obviously it looks a ton better than when it first came in, and I'm happy that he decided to keep the car rather than give it to insurance or just selling it or junk it or whatever it is. Save the EF, guys. Just do it. So I hit up my buddy in to see what time he was going to pick up the car tomorrow, because I actually have things to do, and he is supposed to be headed back home 4 hours south for school, and he actually said he's going to come by here right now, and it's like 10 o'clock. So I'm going to be out here a little bit more, working with the tracks on the driver door, and hopefully he picks it up tonight, and then tomorrow I don't have to worry about being home to give him the car and so on and so forth. I'm probably going to be gone from early morning to afternoon anyways. So it kind of works out for him and I that he's picking it up right now. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked that this car is looking cherry once again. I did have to sell him my headlights, bumper lights, hood, bumper, and my corners from my H22 CRX, but I mean, I don't need the car running for another couple weeks anyways, so I can always order new stuff later. But stuff to expect this week: I may possibly going fishing sometimes one of these days, and then I am also going to be bringing the H22 back on board here on the driveway, so we can start putting in the wastegate, the injectors, get it all dialed, get it on the dyno, and get that car ready for track September 30th. And then maybe we can start moving into the Honda YouTube challenge car build. Now, I'm not being secretive about it. I just not set in stone on what car I want to use for the challenge as well as the setup goes. So several days to really think about this. Once we square up all these cars here at the house, we're gonna get down with something, because the challenge actually ends, I believe, 2019. So I only have a few months to come up with something. So yeah, with that being said, guys, we are done for the night. Giant skunk went that way, a giant raccoon went this way, and Man Mouse hiding under the car. So you know, that means it's time for me to close the garage. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and if you guys want to stick around for more text, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.